And the away team stands before enormous alien machinations. Oh, look how little and cute and cuddly they are. I want to give them huggy wuggies. What do they think about the situation?
Captain James T. Kirk, fingering his communicator, wonders if anything else is happening aboard his ship.
Yeah, that's easy to find out.
Nothing to report, Captain.
See? He's still wondering.
Captain James T. Kirk, fingering his communicator, wonders if anything else is happening.
Yeah.
These instruments of war make Spock uncomfortable, but he says nothing.
Still, that's unusually emotional for him.
Dr. McCoy takes several deep sighs and closes his eyes. Ensign Mosier awaits orders. You get no response.
Apparently these are not voice-activated computers.
I don't have anything to say right now, Bones.
I wish I hadn't seen any of this.
Sometimes it's useful to confront the dark side of our nature, that which we might become.
Well, you got over having nothing to say quickly.
These warheads are not a very efficient delivery system, Captain.
Who needs efficiency when the end of the world is everywhere around here?
Curb your emotions, Doctor. They serve no constructive purpose here.
There's nothing constructive about this place, Spock. It's an obscenity.
No intruders, Captain. I think everyone died a long, long time ago. I wonder what caused it.
And if there were people around here, I wonder why there are absolutely no remains. I mean, this place looks swept clean. Does this have cleaning robots or something?
For people with emotions, Ensign, there are many things that can cause hatreds. And each new hatred breeds more hatred and makes the path of peace harder to find.
It's easy to say when you're not involved personally, Mr. Spock. But when people have treated you like a second-class being because you were different, hate can become the only thing they can't take away from you. That is what started most of the firestorms of history.
That's surprisingly deep coming from a red shirt. And he isn't even about to die.
Well, gentlemen, here's one fire we can put out. Let's go to work.
Okay.
Missiles of death and destruction. The Lucre believed that you could never have enough of them.
Called for allegories, anyone?
This door is marked with a radiation hazard symbol. This computer controls the launch of missiles. It is directly controlled by the other computers. This computer is marked with the first letter of the Lucre alphabet. This computer is marked with the last letter of the Lucre alphabet.
I am Alpha and Omega, the first and the last, the beginning and the end. But are there really radioactive materials beyond this?
Readings indicate an extremely high radiation level beyond those doors. It would be fatal to proceed beyond them.
All right, in that case, the red shirt goes.
He looks at you with a puzzled expression.
No. McCoy?
I certainly see nothing there calling.
Kirk.
There is nothing at the moment for me to do there.
Well, blast the damn door.
Jim, you should
then.
relax a little more.
Oh, fine. We won't go play with glow-in-the-dark stuff.
A crude uranium-235 nuclear device with lithium-beryllium shells to increase heavy particle fallout.
Ooh, hear that? Spock called our weapons technology crude. Are we going to let him get away with that? Of course we are, because he's Spock.
This computer directly controls the missile launch system. There is no way to interface with it directly, but the other two computers are accessible. This computer is functional and performing an average 0.75 million operations per second. This computer is functional and performing an average 1.2 million operations per second.
Next logical step, let's fiddle with them.
This computer doesn't have a keyboard.
You're right, it doesn't. Okay.
Mr. Spock, why don't you take a look at those computers?
Welcome to Side Operations Center, Omega Unit. Estimated time to optimal launch range is 1.31 hours adjusted.
Mr. Spock, why don't you take a look at those computers?
And the other one.
Welcome to Side Operations Center, Alpha Unit. Estimated time to optimal launch range is 3.21 hours adjusted.
You know, I just realized something wrong about this. I mean, before here all the numbers were apparently in base 3. The entry code were in base 3. The computer in the antechamber reported the success rate in base 3. The laser settings were in base 3, but here the computers suddenly are apparently using base 10 system with 3s and above.
Captain, something is wrong with the computers. They may be twins, but they are not identical.
It appears they are out of sync, Captain. I have to assume the Alpha unit has a virus, which is using up an incredible amount of computing time.
They report different optimum launch times, which is right.
Given the elliptical orbit and the range at which they will pass Proxtree, the Omega unit is correct, but the window is very narrow. A variation of minutes will mean the missiles run out of fuel and fall harmlessly into the sun.
Kinda like in our modern space flights. That's what they mean when they talk about windows of opportunity there.
Can you reprogram the Lucas computer to give us that time, Mr. Spock?
Reprogramming an old alien computer is not simple, Captain. The odds against success are 10,221 to 1 against.
So is that now in decimal or trinary? Never mind, don't answer that, Spock.
Too bad old Omega here couldn't just take a sick day and miss the firing.
Hint, hint, hint.
Because the two machines are isolated, the virus did not spread from one to the other.
If we could only bridge them.
But if they are both connected to here, how come the virus doesn't spread to this computer? Well,
Save new replace.
since apparently we need... These computers are vital to launching the missiles, let's take them out.
Computer consoles do not take well to phasering.
Yeah.
Sparks fly. In a defensive maneuver prompted by this attack from within, the base launches a full spread of nuclear missiles at the Enterprise.
Oh dear. Are you guys alright?
History will not be kind to you. Better luck next time.
I guess not.